Alright, we're back at David's shop because the weather's been really crappy for, well, I don't know what, 2 weeks now? But as you can see, we've already got the forge up and going, that deadly smoke I was telling you about last time.
We're breathing.
And nice metal roof to keep the rain off of us. But today we're going to take this piece of steel right here, which used to be, what was it? Like a roller pin?
It's some kind of
Looks like a rotisserie guy.
For anchoring in concrete or something. I don't know.
Okay, it's something to do with concrete,
Like
but
a tin anchor.
it's good. Probably mid-carbon steel. It's not super strong. Got a good give to it. But anyway, we're going to take this and turn it into a book stand, hopefully, if everything goes right. But anyway, once the fire's done heating up, we'll come back and start working on it. So, see you in a minute.
What? Editing. It's a magical thing.
Alright, we got the fire going good. Got the steel heated up. We're going to have to cut off the end of it. Those make good rivets. So just like in the last video, I'm working on the corner of the anvil until we get a cut in it like that. And it's just a matter of grabbing a set of tongs and bada bing. Alright. Don't need that washer anymore either. Okay. That's the first end done. I'm going to go cut off the other end and then we'll be back with the next step.
Kill anybody with.
Alright, I've got the other one done up just like the last one. I went ahead and put a point on each end. Now here comes the fun part. I've got to bend it at a 90 in the middle to keep it dressed. So I'm going to reset the camera and we're going to pick up from there. Alright, so now what we got to do is we got to measure the steel, the length of it, and see exactly how long it is, and we're going to find our center and we're going to bend it right in half in that area. We're going to just bend it back over on top of itself, then we're going to work it on the square and draw it out to a point. So I'm just going to measure it out, make me a little mark, and we're going to go from there. Alright, now that we have a chalk mark on the halfway point, it's a 25-inch piece of steel, so we're going to mark it at 12 and a half. But once we put it in the fire, that chalk's gone. I mean, it's game over there. I'll never see it again. So what we're going to do is where that mark is on the steel, which I know it's going to be hard to see from there, we're just going to put it on the corner of the anvil. And you don't want to do this with hardened steel. This stuff's pretty soft. We're going to put it on the edge of the anvil like we're going to cut it and just bump it 1 or 2 good times. And it'll leave a divot in the steel that you can see even when it's hot. So once I get that taken care of good, where I leave a mark that I can actually see, then we're going to heat her up and bend it. So let me take care of this and we'll be right back. Alright, we got her heated up right in the center. We're going to find our mark right quick. There she is right there. So we're going to take her, get her lined up on the edge of the anvil. Just going to bend her right over. She's a springy one. Alright, now that we got her like this, I've got to continue bringing her all the way back around, but I got to heat her up again right quick. So, hold her right there and we'll be right back. Alright, got her heated back up. We're just going to put her on the anvil and tap her right on over. Remember last week when we were making the J-hook, it's pretty much the same process. We're just going to bend it right back over on top of yourself. And if you wanted, you could probably forge weld it together at this point, but I'm not really going to bother with it. It's not going to have any kind of structural value at this point. But we're just going to get her nice and squared up. And don't forget to use the body of the anvil to work at your advantage. See how we got it rolled over on top of herself? And both tines are roughly the same distance to each other. At this point, that's not a really big deal because if I want, here in a minute, I can heat this side up and stretch it out a little bit better. That's the beauty of blacksmithing. You can't stretch wood, but you can stretch metal. But anyway, I'm gonna heat this up one more time and draw it out to a point. And then, remember last week when we rolled it over the anvil and we curled it over? I'm gonna do that, but not all the way as far as I did on that hook. This one's not gonna need that much room. So, we'll be back in a minute. Alright, so it started raining, so it's really loud in here. But as you can see, I stretched it out, flattened it out a little bit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the horn, and we're just gonna do like last time, and just slowly bump her over the end and curl her over. Just gonna bring her on around. About like so. You see where it splits? Where we bend it over? And where she curled. And I'm sorry if you're having trouble hearing me, but it's really coming down out there. But, alright, I'm going to heat her up. I'm going to straighten this out a little bit. One side curled more than the other, but I'm going to fix that. And then we're going to come back and work on the other end of it. So, be right back. To about a 45-degree angle, just like this. Just like that. Alright, now I might have to stretch it out a little bit more. I might have to stretch it out just a bit, but fix this and curl it over some. But we're going to take it, adjust this, and then we're going to come back here. We're going to bend this at a 90 and then curl it on around. We'll be back in a second. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take these two legs, we're going to do just like we did in the middle, we're going to bend them over. We're just going to put them up on the edge like this. Like so. We're going to do that on both sides. So I'm going to go do the other side real quick and we'll be right back. Alright, so now we're going to take it back over the anvil to that same curling trick. Just going tap, 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 tap. So I went ahead and did the other side like I did the first one. So now it's just a matter of making some, minor adjustments, getting everything just right. And just little tweaks here and there. Get everything lined up good. And before you know it, Got a little kitchen top book stand, or picture frame stand, or pretty much whatever you want it to be. So, piece of scrap steel. It's not a piece of table art. I'm gonna go make some finishing touches, go and clean her up real good, then we'll be right back and we'll show you the finished product. Alright, here's the finished product, and not bad for a first attempt. It's not exactly even, but honestly, I thought about this the other night when I was trying to fall asleep. I'm one of those kind of people, my brain don't shut off for a while, but this popped into my head and I wrote it down and I made it happen. I mean, this is just, like I said, a first attempt. It's a little bit on the small side, but yeah, next time I can make it bigger, better, more even, you know, give me more practice at making the curls. I'm not the best at hearts. I don't know what it is about that double curl. It always throws me off and always looks funky. But I mean, that being said, it turned out pretty good for my first attempt. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. And I'm going to go tinker around on some other projects, see what I can get figured out. Maybe improve my design on this some more, or come up with another design. But if y'all would, drop a like, drop a share, leave a comment, let me know what you think. I mean, any advice y'all have or any critiques, send them my way. But I've had a lot of fun, and I'll see y'all next time.